I'm going to begin with some raw sienna. Let's get my raw sienna in here. There we go. I want to warm up this little bird a bit, and let's get nice and juicy. I'm going to come over here and warm this bird up on this side and up through here. And then I'm only going to use 3 colors in this, which is that raw sienna, burnt sienna, and ultramarine blue. Now I'll use a different color in the branch, but in the little bird, that's the only colors I'm using. I'm going to take my burnt sienna, which is right here, and I am going to make a dark, almost black with it. It's a dark brown. So using that burnt sienna and that ultramarine blue, that's what I'm doing. And it should still be damp up here. So I'm bringing this in so that it is damp and it flows nicely because of that water. I'm trying to stay away from that ring around the eye. I'm going to come around, staying outside that ring. And let's put that in right there. That way I leave a little bit of light across the top. I'm going to put some of that in here. Rinsing out my brush, I'm going to now come over here and soften on the edges of that dark. I'm going to take a clean brush and let's fuzz this out. I'm just touching the edge very lightly and letting that fuzz. And then I'm going to cover this side up. Let's get more brown in there with a very pale wash of this brown gray. Here, I do want to throw in some more of that gray right there. It has a brown shoulder, so let's grab more of that burnt sienna. And this little brown shoulder here. Take that color, but I want to add a lot more water to it, and I'm going to come over this side, put a few more strokes, and then I rinse out my brush. grab some more of this color, and while it's still wet, I'm going to put in some of these feathers, these brush strokes. And let's grab some more of that gray and pull it up underneath the little body. There you go. And there's a little bit of a gray there. And then that gray again. And it's pale, it's not a dark gray. The tail feathers are light, especially underneath. On the outside they're not as light, but underneath they are because it has that white belly. Take my burnt sienna now. We need more burnt sienna in this little guy. So my burnt sienna is going to come up here on that feather. There's a touch over there, and then let's put some right here down underneath the branch. And then let's go back to this darker color, but I want more brown in it, so more of that burnt sienna. And I want it a little bit thicker. So I can come up here and put that in there. And some more of that blue brown. And I put that in across the top and then pull it down to the bottom. Then let's take the darker color. Let's put it across the bottom. And let it come in to the beak. I'm going to come around, leaving a little bit of light in between. Let's come around here. So I'm leaving the light in the eye, that white, and then a ring around so that the ring in front. Let's make sure my brush has a nice point to it.